Hey, good afternoon. Hope you're having an excellent day. The question for today's hot take is, should we end the 9 to 5? The 9 to 5, should that be a rigid, concrete rule that we stick with for the rest of our careers? Listen, in this time, we have seen what it actually looks like removing the 9 to 5. We now understand what taking work out of the workplace looks like and putting it into our own individual schedules, okay? And so traditionally, the 9 to 5, the 8 to 6, 8 to 5, whatever it is, that is the requirement that you're asked to be sitting at a desk in an office all day, 5 days a week. And one of the things that's come into question is that actually necessary? Do we actually need people in the office all day long? Now, well, there's many different thoughts about it and many different ideas. I have my personal opinion, and that is this. I think that hours should be flexible. However, everything is based on results. So if your employees, or if you are an employee and you have a list of tasks and you are getting those tasks done by the deadline, then it shouldn't matter how long you're in the office. Whether you're there at 6 in the morning, whether you're there at 11 in the morning, whether you're not even there today. If you're getting your tasks done that have been asked of you, or if your employees are getting their tasks done that you have asked of them, it really makes no sense then to require somebody to be in an office for a certain period of hours and a certain period of time. Now, what I will say is that this whole culture of ending the 9 to 5 and have flexible work environments really brings on risk of lazy workers. Okay, so if you're not in the office, if you're not in the work environment, and all you're required to do is hit your metrics, if you're just required to hit a certain list of tasks, it's quite possible that you're going to hit those tasks and log out, and that is it. There's not much room for over and above mentality. Now, I'll give employees a little secret. So if you're working for somebody out there and it happens to be a more flexible environment, go over the top, okay? If you're in a job and you want to keep that work from home flexible schedule, put in more time than what you think is necessary. It's not even about the time, it's just the effort. Like, put in more effort. Even if you're hitting every single task and you're doing exactly what is asked of you, that's mediocre. That's average employee. Go above and beyond. Come up with things that are different, that are new, that are unique, that are value add to your boss and, more importantly, to your company, right? Here's the deal. If you have an interest in growing in your company, in moving up the ladder, and moving up the chain of command in your business, you will never be picked for those positions if you are putting in the bare minimum. And listen, this happens in every single industry, okay? Every single industry this happens, because it's just, especially right now, because why would you? If you were judged based off of metrics alone, then you are going to do nothing more than those metrics. Now, thankfully, in my company, I can say every single employee of mine goes above and beyond. They go above and beyond. Now, is this always perfect? No, of course not. But usually that's a reflection of me in tasks that I'm not making clear, or, something else. I don't know. But for the large majority of the time, my team goes above and beyond. Why? It's because they're doers. A, they enjoy what they do, and B, they understand that, hey, flexible work schedules are great. We can, if one day we need to work from home, that's totally fine. Or maybe today I'm going to come into the office for 3 hours. That's totally fine too. But am I not just hitting the what has been asked, but am I hitting above and beyond? Okay, and so that is something that I think needs to be more of a conversation with this 9 to 5 thing. And I think that as an employee, you need to pay attention to that. Are you doing what's asked of you, or are you doing something that stands out and that's impressive? Just because you have flexible work time and you're getting all your work done does not mean that that's an impressive thing. And so if you're a business owner out there, make that clear to your employees. Like, one thing I would recommend is just say, pull your team together and say, hey, listen, here are all the tasks. Here's what it means to be an excellent person. Okay, clearly define that. Here's what it means to be average, mediocre. All right, this is what it means to be good. Right, this is somebody who is getting their work done. They're coming up with some extra ideas. They're coming up with some extra plans, and they're doing some extra work. Here's what it means to be exceptional. Here's what it means to be amazing. Like, these are the people that we really want to pay attention to, and that is boom, 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 boom. I don't know what your metrics would be, but lay that out for your employees. Make that very clear. So today's hot take: should we end the 9 to 5? The answer is, I don't know. It depends on your business. It depends on your people, what your product is. It really just depends. But no matter what, whether you are 9 to 5 or you're remote, being a average, good, and exceptional employee needs to be understood as an employee, and it needs to be clearly outlined as an employer. So, hope that was useful. Hope you have an excellent afternoon. We'll see you on the next episode of Hot Takes.